And there are different surahs which talks about, Ibrahim, Surah Ibrahim, Suratul Yusuf, Suratul Yunus, the same way Suratul Nuh. And this is in juz number, yes, that's correct. And this is in juz number 29. And this surah number is 71, Surah Nuh. And Nuh al-Islam was one of the prophet who was, for the longer period he was alive. He was there for 950 years. Can you imagine how old he was? 950 years. Like less than just 50 years lesser than 1,000. Can you imagine that somebody living up to that? He was, and he propagated the deen. And this surah I was talking about, this is a Makki surah. It has 28 verses. And Nuh al-Islam tried all the way to propagate the deen, however he can. So, inna arsalna Nuhan ila qawmihi an anzir qawmaka min qabli an yatiyahum azabun alim. We send Nuh al-Islam to his people, saying, giving warning to your people before there comes to them a painful punishment. He said, O my people, I am sent towards you as a plain warner. Who is saying this? Nuh al-Islam is saying, okay, I am here as a plain warner. And Qala ya qawmi inni lakum nazirum mubin. So every prophet, when they come, they say, oh, we came here to propagate the deen, to convey the deen. So Prophet Nuh also saying, I am a person who is conveying the deen. And what is the purpose? An ya'budullaha wattaquhu wati'uni. So now he's showing the purpose. He is saying, oh my people, I am sent towards you as a plain warner. Worship Allah. He is saying, don't worship me, worship Allah. And fear Him and obey me. They have to obey. Like, He will say what to do, what not to do. Okay? That is the thing. And yaghfir lakum min zunubikum wa yu'akhirukum ila ajalin musamma. Inna ajalallahi iza ja'a la yu'akharu law kuntum ta'lamun. This is ayah number 4. If you will do so, He will forgive you your sins and give you respite for an appointed term. So, what will happen? Why they have to believe? Because Allah will forgive them. Okay, not in forgiveness. Also, respite means you can live smoothly, nicely in this world. Qala Rabbi inni da'awtu qawmi laylan wa naharan. Now comes ayah number 5, very important ayah. Here he is talking how he is propagating the deen day and night. He is doing his work day and night. Have you ever seen a person who is doing day and night? They will get tired. But he is not getting tired because he is doing with love. He says, if you do so, He will forgive your sins and give you respite for an appointed term. The fact is that when the term given by Allah arrives, it cannot be deferred. If you could understand, after exhausting all his effort, Nuh al-Islam said, oh Rabb, I have pleaded with my people night and day. So he's trying, okay, listen to me, this is the thing. But they are not listening. So he is saying to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah, I am trying day and night, but they are not listening to me. Falam yaziduhum dua illa firara. When he makes the falam, when he makes dua, people are running away, fleeing away. How you feel? You feel bad, right? When somebody is talking to you and fleeing away, that person, you feel bad about it. Nuh al-Islam, he's going and conveying the message and people are running away. That's not good though. So he says, and wa inni kullama da'awtuhum li taghfiru lahum ja'alu asabi'ahum fi azanihim wastaghshaw siyabahum wa asaru wastaghfaru istikbar. So on top of that, when he is conveying the message, people are putting fingers in their ear because they don't want to hear it. Just they are doing like this to the both ears and they are not listening. He's getting very upset and he's so hurt inside. Summa inni da'awtum jiharan. So he's trying to convey message openly. Like, for example, if we are using mic, We are using speakers. How it's going to be loud and clear, isn't it? So he's saying, I am doing loud and clear. Still people are not listening. Summa inni alantu lahum asrartu lahum israra. He's saying I'm doing quietly also. Sometimes, how we are doing one-to-one, okay? I'm not like, I have to use the mic or speaker or so on, right? We can do this. So he did that way also. And فَقُلْتُ أَسْتَغْفِرُوا رَبَّكُمْ إِنَّهُ كَانَ غَفَّارًا. And after this, he mentioned in ayah number 10. This is very important. This ayah talks about istighfar, asking forgiveness. So he's saying, فَقُلْتُ أَسْتَغْفِرُوا. Say istighfar. What is istighfar? Is forgiveness. Okay? Whoever does istighfar, forgiveness, Allah will forgive them. So who is saying? No, Islam is saying, okay, ask forgiveness. And Rabbakum, with your Rabb. To whom we should ask forgiveness? To Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. How we say after completing our salah, astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah. We say 3 times, right? And then we say Allahumma anta salamu minka salamu, and then we recite Ayatul Kursi and 3 Kul and so on. But here, Nuh al-Islam is saying, say astaghfirullah, ask forgiveness to Allah. Just saying astaghfirullah is enough? No, you should have that regret and remorse for not doing anything bad or overcoming with a bad thing. Forgiveness, okay? Istaghfiru rabbakum innahu kana ghaffara. He's saying Allah is Ghaffar, very forgiving. Have you ever seen sometimes if we do some mistake and we ask forgiveness and people say, no, I will not forgive you, you were very bad and mean, I will not they keep on saying that, but Allah is saying Ghaffar, Allah will forgive. No matter how many mistakes we do, still Allah is there to forgive us. So Allah is saying forgiveness, Ghaffar. So here, till ayah number 10. So here, Nuh al-Islam was sent to his people, giving warning to the people, and he's saying, I am talking to you about the punishment coming in the hereafter. So you should follow Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He said, oh my people, I am sent towards you as a plain warner. He's warning them. Worship Allah. So he's saying, just worship Allah. How many Allah we have? Only one Allah. So he's saying, worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I am sent you as a plain warner. So he is a plain warner. So he's saying, worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Fear him and obey me. If you will do so, he will forgive you. Like if you ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgiveness, Allah will forgive you. Okay. When the term given by Allah arrives, there is a certain time. For example, our life, how much time we will alive. That is the time we got. Okay. Every person. You have your time, I have my time. Every person have different time. Okay, girls, got it? And then if you could understand. So he's explaining, okay, we got very limited time. We have to prepare for the hereafter. After exhorting all his efforts, Nuh al-Islam said, oh Rabb, I have pleaded with my people night and day. So he's asking Allah, I have, tried to convey this message night and day. But my plea has only added to their aversion. He's trying to convey, they are not at all listening. They are in the aversion. Each time I called on them to seek your forgiveness, they put their fingers in the ears and drew their cloaks over their heads. Not only they are putting the fingers, and also they put the cloaks. Sometimes we put the hoodie and we put the earpods in it because we want nobody to see, like we are using earpods, especially in the school. But the same way, they are covering with the cloth. Why? Because they are not listening. This is the olden method, right? We do. Like I'm wearing this. If I put something in my ear, do you know that? No, you don't. Maybe I have a earpod because it's easy, right? The same way they were putting the fingers and on top of that they are hiding it. So Nuh al-Islam didn't know. Actually, they are not listening. A person can be covering themselves because of cold, right? So actually, this is the thing. They were not listening. They were putting the fingers in their ears. So he's complaining to who? Nuh al-Islam. Allah. Okay? He's complaining to Allah. Each time I called on to, they don't listen. They put the fingers in their ears and they keep on doing the wrong things. Yani their heads persisting in sin, means they are doing sins, okay? And puffing themselves up with the insolent pride. You know, a person, he's doing like this, and you know, he's showing, I'm like, you know, how the proud, that's the thing mentioned over here. I have called them loud, you know, up loud. He tried to convey the message with a large gathering, okay, loudly, openly, and in the daytime. Appeal them openly, publicly, and now in the secretly, like, you know, going one to one, like one house event, another house, so on and so forth, secretly, saying, seek forgiveness to your Lord. He is ever ready to forgive you. He will send abundant rain. And now you will see in the upcoming class what will happen if you ask forgiveness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah will give you the rain, Allah will give you the children, Allah will give you more money, Allah will forgive you if you ask forgiveness. What we have to do? Astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah. Just do astaghfirullah, that's it. Something sin happened, just ask astaghfirullah. Allah will forgive you, but you should have that regret and remorse in your heart. Don't think, okay, it happened, and habitually sometimes we do it. What means habitually? Means our habit is like, you know, we are doing wrong things. Wrong thing could be anything wrong. Even you know, bad words could be wrong. Okay, we shouldn't say. Instead of, you know, say astaghfirullah, auzu billah. Start saying this. You will not say bad words. Okay, if you start using your vocabulary in a different manner, you will get used to it. So these people, what they were doing, they were using bad behavior with Nuh al-Islam. They were being very mean to him. They were being very bad to him. On top of that, it's like, you know, a person is talking, if they are not listening, how bad it would be, right? It's very bad though. And in the following ayah, we're going to learn, you know, Yursilis Sanai alayhim midrara. They're going to have abundant rain. Why? Because if they do istighfar. So in upcoming class, we're going to learn importance of istighfar, forgiveness, and also what will happen when we ask forgiveness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is the most important thing. We will